I want to tell you a story, not about someone else, about you. You. The person listening right now. You have been carrying English for a long time. Maybe since school. Maybe for 5 years. Maybe for 10. And somewhere along the way, English stopped feeling like something you were learning and started feeling like something you were failing. I'm Alex. This is Imperfect English, and today, I want to talk about something most podcasts never talk about. Not grammar, not vocabulary. The feeling of learning English, and how to go from shy to something that feels more like confidence. Shyness in English does not come from nothing. It comes from somewhere, specific. It usually starts with a moment. One moment, maybe a teacher corrected you in front of the class. Maybe someone looked confused when you spoke. Maybe you tried to say something and the words came out wrong, and you saw the other person's face change, and your brain stored that moment and said, "Speaking English is dangerous. Speaking English means you might look stupid. Speaking English means you might be laughed at. So the safest thing is to say nothing." And so you went quiet. Maybe you started answering in shorter sentences. Maybe you stopped volunteering to speak. Maybe you only spoke when you absolutely had to. And your English, which was growing before, stopped. Because the brain learns from speaking. And when you stop speaking, the learning slows down. I want you to know something, and I need you to really hear this. This is not a character flaw. This is not who you are. This is a learned response. Your brain learned that speaking English was risky, and it tried to protect you. It was trying to help you, but that protection is now holding you back. And here is the most important thing I will say today. Learned responses can be unlearned. So now, repeat after me. Say it out loud if you can. Even a whisper is enough. My shyness came from a specific moment. My brain was trying to protect me. But that protection is holding me back. Learned responses can be unlearned. I am not shy, forever. Good, that was not small. What you just said, that matters. Here is something important about confidence, something that most people get wrong. Confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is not waking up one day and feeling fearless. Confidence is speaking, even when the fear is still there. Let me say that again, because this changes everything. Confidence is speaking. Despite the fear, the most confident English speakers I know, they still feel nervous sometimes. They still worry about making mistakes. They still have moments where they open their mouth and the words just do not come. But they speak anyway, because they have learned something that took time to understand. They learned that the fear does not go away before you speak. It goes away after. You cannot sit and wait for the fear to disappear before you start. That is not how it works. The fear only leaves because you decided to start anyway. Think about the first time you rode a bicycle. Were you afraid? Probably yes. Did the fear go away before you got on? No. It went away because you got on anyway. Because you fell. Because you got back up. Because you kept going. Even when it was hard. Until one day, without even noticing, you were not afraid anymore. English confidence works exactly the same way. You speak, even when it feels scary. The fear gets a little smaller. You speak again. The fear gets a little smaller again. Until one day you notice something has changed. The fear is not completely gone, but it is small enough that it does not stop you anymore. And that is what confidence actually is. Not fearlessness. The ability to move forward even when the fear is still with you. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Confidence is speaking despite the fear. Not the absence of fear. The fear goes away after I speak, not before. I speak, even when it is scary. And every single time I do. The fear gets a little smaller. Good. Really good. So, how do you actually build confidence? Not in one big leap, not in one brave moment, in small steps. And here is what those small steps actually look like. Step 1. Speak to yourself, out loud, every single day. Describe what you see around you. Talk about your day. Ask yourself questions and try to answer them. Just your voice. No audience. Nobody listening. This is the safest step you will ever take. Zero risk, zero judgment. Just you, slowly building the habit of using your voice in English. That is it. That is step 1. Step 2. Speak to someone you trust completely. One person, someone in your family, a close friend, someone you know will not laugh at you. 5 minutes of English, any topic at all. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be smooth. Because the moment another person is in the room, even a safe one, your brain starts learning how to speak without shutting down. That is the whole point of step 2. Step 3. Speak in a real situation, but a small one. A shop assistant, a cashier, a waiter. One sentence. Can I have this, please? Where's the bathroom? Thank you. Short, simple, real. A real person, a real moment. And then it is over. And here's what happens next. You realize something quietly, almost by surprise. It was okay. They understood you. Nothing bad happened. And your brain stores that moment, the same way it stored the painful ones before. But this time, the brain says something different. Speaking English was okay. Speaking English was safe. And slowly, one small step at a time, the shyness starts to shrink. And something that feels a little like confidence begins to grow in its place. You deserve that feeling. It is already coming for you. You just have to keep going. Repeat after me. Small steps. Build confidence. Step 1. Speak to myself. Step 2. Speak to someone I trust. Step 3. One sentence in a real situation. Every single step. The shyness shrinks. I deserve to feel confident, and I am building that right now. Good. I want to say something directly to you, the person who has been carrying this for a long time. You are not behind. You have not wasted your time. Every year you studied English, every class you sat in, every podcast you listened to, it is all still inside you, in your brain, waiting for you. You have more English in you than you think you do. And I need you to hear this next part. The shyness is not proof that your English is bad. The shyness is proof that you care. You care about getting it right. You care about how you come across. You care about the person you are talking to. That caring is a strength. Because when you do start speaking, when the confidence builds, you are going to be thoughtful. You are going to listen well. You are going to make people feel heard. And that is not a small thing. That is everything in a conversation. So be patient with yourself. Keep coming back. Keep practicing. Keep speaking even when it is hard. You are building something real. And I am proud of you for being here. Repeat after me. I am not behind. I have more English than I think. The shyness is proof that I care. And caring is a strength. I am building something real. One day at a time. Good. That was really good. If this episode helped you, subscribe to Imperfect English. New episode every week. Slow, clear, made for you. We will be here. I'm Alex. This is Imperfect English. Take care.